Do you want to watch American TV and movies without subtitles? Today you're studying fast English, conversational English with the movie Shazam. All the linking and reductions that Americans do can make it pretty hard to understand them. When you study American English the way we will in this video, your listening comprehension and your ability to sound natural speaking English is going to improve dramatically. Study like this, and you're going to be able to understand American movies and TV without subtitles.
It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight.
We're doing this all summer. We started in June and we're going through August. Stick with me every Tuesday. They're all great scenes, and there's going to be so much to learn that can transform the way you understand and speak English. And as always, if you like this video or you learned something new, please like and subscribe with notifications. You're going to watch the clip, then we're going to do a full pronunciation analysis together. This is going to help so much with your listening comprehension when it comes to watching English movies and TV. But there's going to be a training section. You're going to take what you've just learned and practice repeating it, doing a reduction, flapping a T, just like you learned in the analysis. Okay, here's the scene.
Foster home in Pittsburgh reported you missing 2 weeks ago.
You're sending me back?
No. They don't want you.
Harsh.
You laugh, but you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. From good people who want you, all in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight.
And now the analysis.
Foster home in Pittsburgh reported you missing 2 weeks ago.
You're sending me back?
In this scene, they're discussing how this boy keeps running away from foster homes. And his first question for her is, are they going to make him go back to the foster home?
You're sending me back? You're sending me back? You're sending me back?
So we start out with an unstressed word. Your becomes your. Don't put a vowel in there. Your. You're sending me. We have a stressed syllable on sen, and then the unstressed syllables, ding me, all come down in pitch after that peak. Sending me back. And then this word is stressed, but it goes down and up because he's making it a question, a yes-no question. Back. You're sending me back.
You're sending me back? You're sending me back? You're sending me back?
He's really making this unstressed word very quiet, isn't he? Make sure you're imitating that. We want it to feel unstressed. You're sending me back.
You're sending me back? You're sending me back? You're sending me back?
Back. This has the ah vowel. Ah. Might help you to make this sound if you just raise your upper lip a little bit. Back.
Back?
No. I love this. Very clear up-down shape statement. No.
They don't want you.
They don't want you. They and want are 2 most stressed words there. They don't. What happens with our 2 T's here? They don't want you. That's not what we hear. What do we hear?
They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you.
They don't want you. That sound is an NT ending stop. So the T is a stop consonant, usually when the next word begins with a consonant. Here it's W. Here it's the Y consonant. Don't want. Do you hear that little nasal squeak and then I stop? Don't want. They don't want you. They don't want you. I'm exaggerating those breaks a little bit, those stops, but that's the feeling. Don't want. It's certainly not don't want. Very often in American English, our T's do not have that full release. This helps us make things more smooth, and we really like smooth, linked together speech in American English. They don't want you.
They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you.
They don't want you. See if you can do that and move your hand up and down on they don't want you, on they and don't, and see if that can help you get that feeling of stress. I think it's always a good thing to bring in our bodies to help with this. They don't want you.
They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you.
You coming down in pitch off of the peak of stress. You. You. You.
You. You.
It's quiet, it's subtle. Don't make it more than that. We want it to have that unstressed feeling.
You.
Harsh.
Harsh. Harsh. Harsh. Up, down shape. Harsh means, wow, that's a little bit hurtful that someone doesn't want him back. Of course, he doesn't seem hurt by it. He didn't want to be there. He ran away. But it's still a bit harsh for the family not to want him.
Harsh. Harsh. Harsh.
You laugh.
You laugh. And then she puts a little break here, breaking it up into a different thought group. So for you and laugh, which word is more stressed?
You laugh. You laugh. You laugh.
You laugh. You has a little bit of its own up-down shape. You laugh, but laugh definitely has more. Laugh pronounced with a light L, the A as in bat vowel, just like back, and an F consonant. Laugh. You laugh. You laugh.
You laugh. You laugh. You laugh. But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson.
Okay, now a little bit of a longer thought group. What are her most stressed syllables?
But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson.
But you've run, a lot of stress there, but you've run from foster, a little bit of stress there, foster homes, a little bit of stress there.
But you've run from foster homes. But you've run from foster homes. But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson.
In 6 counties. And then that word, 6 counties, gets a lot of stress. She really holds on to that S. In 6 counties.
In 6 counties. In 6 counties. In 6 counties, Mr. Batson.
Mr. Batson. Mr. Batson. His name gets a little bit of stress. Stress is on the first syllable there.
Mr. Batson. Mr. Batson. Mr. Batson.
But you've run. We have a stop T in but. Next word begins with a consonant. But you've run.
But you've run. But you've run. But you've run from foster homes.
Run from, both lower in pitch. You've run from what? From? Yes, from. Not from. That word is reduced. F consonant, R consonant, schwa M. From, not from. That's stressed. This word is unstressed. It's from foster. From foster. O letter there makes the aw as in father vowel.
From foster homes in 6 counties.
Foster homes in 6 counties. Make sure everything's linking together. We don't want breaks. Foster homes right from the R into the H. Foster homes in. That ending Z sound links right into the I vowel for in. Homes in 6 counties. And then I love how she holds that out. Holding out a beginning consonant can really stress a word. I mean, these are a lot of homes, a lot of places that he's run away from. 6 counties.
Foster homes in 6 counties. Foster homes in 6 counties. Foster homes in 6 counties.
The letter X makes the KS sounds. 6 counties.
6 counties. 6 counties. 6 counties.
Counties. What's happening with this word? Counties. Well, she's dropping the T, isn't she? This is pretty common in NT words like internet, interview, and so on. Counties, very often pronounced counties with no T. Counties.
Counties, Mr. Batson.
Mr. Batson. Stop T, next sound is an S. Batson. And this also has the A vowel. I hope you're comfortable with that vowel because we've run into it a couple times, haven't we? Mr. Batson.
Mr. Batson. Mr. Batson. Mr. Batson.
We have a lot of names that end in S-O-N, but it's not pronounced like the word sun. They're pronounced sun, sun. You can think of it as being a schwa or an I. Either sound is okay. Just make sure you're thinking of it being very unstressed. Sun, 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 sun. Batson.
Batson. Batson. Batson. From.
Okay, this is great. She breaks out the word from while she's thinking. And even though it's by itself, not in the context of a whole sentence, even though she doesn't stress it, it's not from, it's from. From. From.
From. From. From good people.
Good people. Another little break. So she's breaking this up into thought groups while she's thinking. She can't believe that this boy would continue to run away from homes of people who want to take care of him. From good people. Good people.
From good people. From good people. From good people.
The D is not released. That would be good people, but it's good people. I do make the D sound in my vocal cords, good, but I don't release it. It's a stop. Good people. I just go right into the P sound. Good people.
Good people. Good people. Good people.
Now, I know this word is tricky, people, people. So it's P consonant, E vowel in the stressed syllable, people. And then we have P, schwa, L. This is going to be a dark L. And a lot of people confuse that with a sound that's sort of like O. And a lot of my non-native speakers will say peepo. A lot of my students will say that, peepo, peepo, or something like that. O is made with the front of the mouth. O is made at the back of the mouth. And that's what we want, people. Oh. Don't lift your tongue tip for this. Keep your tongue tip down. People. Oh. The way to make that sound is tongue tip down, back of the tongue presses down and back a little bit. Try that now. Oh. It's a strange feeling, but we just touch it really briefly. People. Oh. It's very short. So not peepo. People. People. People.
People. People. People. Who want you.
Who want you. Who want you. Again, peak of stress. And the words that are not stressed lead up to that peak or fall away from it. Who want you. Another stop there. Who want you. Who want you.
Who want you. Who want you. Who want you, all in pursuit.
All in pursuit. She stresses that by really drawing it out. All in pursuit. Pursuit. A little bit of stress there with a stop T. All in pursuit.
All in pursuit. All in pursuit. All in pursuit of someone who arguably does not.
All in pursuit of someone, a little bit of stress there, who arguably does not want him. This would be his birth mother.
All in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. All in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. All in pursuit of someone who arguably does not.
All in pursuit. All in pursuit. Try that. Just that little phrase.
All in pursuit. All in pursuit. All in pursuit.
All in pursuit. Everything links together pretty smoothly, doesn't it? There's a little bit all in pursuit. A little bit of a feeling of separation here to help bring even more stress to the word all. All in pursuit. Pursuit. Purr. Make that P schwa R. Purr. Pursuit. Pursuit.
All in pursuit. All in pursuit. All in pursuit of someone who arguably does not.
Of someone. This is not of. It's of. It's the unstressed pronunciation. She doesn't drop the V sound. That can happen. But it's still very unstressed, very quick. Of someone, of someone, of someone.
Of someone, of someone, of someone who arguably does not.
Someone who arguably. So everything very smooth, right from N into W, into H. Who, in IPA, it's just H, consonant, U vowel. Someone who arguably, unstressed syllables, arguably. Try to make those quickly and without a lot of mouth movement. Really simplify, gubly. Because they're unstressed, they're going to have that easier, faster, less work feeling. We have more jaw drop, we put more length into it. Gubly. We say those quickly, we need to simplify. Arguably.
Of someone who arguably.
I'll write out the IPA here. R, first syllable stress. U diphthong there. Arguably.
Arguably does not.
Our last two words, we have one that's unstressed and one that's stressed. Does not. Not. She does release that with a light true T. That brings more emphasis to that word. It's very common to make an ending T a stop T when it's at the end of a thought group, but she does release it. So we have an unstressed word does, but it's not does because that's stressed. It's does. That is the same word with an unstressed feeling. Lower in pitch, flatter, much faster. Does not.
It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight.
Okay, she's going to get serious here. So we have a couple of things here. It's time. First, let's look at our stress. It's time someone. Time has quite a bit of stress there, and that has a true T because it starts a stressed word, a stressed syllable. It's time someone. What are our other stressed syllables?
It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye.
It's time someone looked you in the eye. Looked, and I get some stress there.
It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight.
And told it to you straight. Told, straight. Also get some stress there. Again, told, that does have a true T because it begins a stressed syllable.
Told it to you straight. Told it to you straight. Told it to you straight.
Told it. All right, let's look at the unstressed words and any reductions that we have.
It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight. It's
Flatter in pitch, but no reductions. We still have all the sounds. I, T, S cluster. It's time. It's time someone. M right into S. Again, no reductions with someone. None of the sounds change, but it's not someone. It's someone. Flatter, lower in pitch.
It's time someone looked you in the eye.
Looked you in the. Okay, so we have you in the, all unstressed. But before we talk about that string of unstressed words, let's look at what's happening with the ed ending in looked. So the rule is when the ed ending comes after an unvoiced sound like K, that this will be a T. Looked. But that's not what I hear. What do you hear?
Looked you.
I hear a CH. So when a word ends in T and the next word is you or your, that T can get changed into a CH. Like in the phrase, that's what you said. That's what you said. What you. Or here, looked you becomes looked you.
and looked you and looked you and looked you.
It doesn't have to, but it does happen pretty regularly in conversational English. Looked you in the eye.
And looked you in the eye and looked you in the eye and looked you in the eye.
Looked you in the... This is actually not the schwa, it's the E vowel. Looked you in the... D. The rule is it's an E sound if the next word begins with a vowel or diphthong. This does, it's I. Otherwise, it would be the schwa. However, I've noticed that not all Americans really follow this rule. She does here. I do hear the E. It's very fast. You in the, lower in pitch, flatter. Certainly not pronounced you in the, but you in the, you in the, you in the, you in the. And because of that, we can simplify this TH sound. The tongue tip does not have to go through the teeth. And this is actually true of all of these unstressed words that begin with a voiced TH, like the, these, this. In conversational English, we usually simplify that so we can make the word more quickly. And rather than bringing the tongue tip through the teeth to make a bigger, more prominent sound, we just bring the tongue tip forward within the mouth to behind the teeth, and pull it away. So my tongue tip isn't pressing against the roof of the mouth and releasing. That would be a D. We don't want that. It's not D. It's the. Very subtle difference, but native speakers and native ears definitely pick up on that. Or in this case, you in the eye. You in the eye. You in the eye.
And told it to you straight.
And told. So the D is dropped there. The vowel isn't reduced. It can be and told. But she says and told it. Dit. Everything links together really smoothly, ending D into beginning I. Told it to. So we have two words together, linked with a single true T, and then the word to reduces to the schwa. The vowel changes as it so often does. It to. Told it to.
And told it to you straight.
And then you, also unstressed, not reduced, but unstressed before the next stressed word. So we have it to you for these three unstressed words.
And told it to you straight.
Told it to you straight. Straight. You know what? I hear another CH there. Straight. That can happen with the TR cluster. Like train, try. Very common when it's just the TR cluster for it to be a CH. And it can even happen like it does here. So it sounds like SCH. Straight. And she does release that true T. So our T gets changed to a CH sound. Straight. Don't drop the R. Sometimes I have students who will take a word like train, which we would maybe say train with the CH, and they would drop the R. Chain, or try would become chai. But we do need the R. The CH is replacing just the T. The R still stays. Straight. The word told, this can be tricky. In IPA, we would write that out with the T consonant, O diphthong, L, D. This is a single syllable, and the L comes after the vowel or diphthong. That makes it a dark L. And the dark L does change that O diphthong. It's not told, but it's told. The dark L kind of takes over, doesn't it? Toll. The lips round. The tongue tip stays down, but the back of the tongue pushes down and back a little bit. Told. And then make the D sound. You don't need to lift your tongue tip for the L. Just leave that lift out because you're going to lift your tongue tip for the D. Told it. Let's listen to the whole conversation one more time.
You sending me back?
No. They don't want you.
Harsh.
You laugh, but you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. From good people who want you, all in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight.
Now for the fun part. You'll look at the notes we took together and you'll hear a part of the conversation on a loop 3 times. Then there's a space for you to repeat. For example, you'll hear this.
Maybe so, sir. Maybe so, sir. Maybe so, sir.
Then you'll repeat it. Maybe so, sir. Try to imitate everything about this exactly. So when you see this, then you'll repeat it. Maybe so, sir. That's from Top Gun Maverick, which was the first movie we studied in this summer series. You'll also have the opportunity to listen and repeat in slow motion. This will be important for you if you're more of a beginner or if you're having a hard time focusing on linking or the melody. Maybe you'll want to do it both ways, but the important thing is, here is your opportunity to take what you learned and put it into your body and your own habit. That's what's going to transform your speaking. You might do well to work with the audio section of this video every day for a week. Imitating the rhythm and the simplifications will get easier each time you do it. If you can't keep up with the native speaker, do the slow motion imitation. Okay, here's our audio training section.
You sending me back? You sending me back? You sending me back?
No. 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 They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you.
Harsh. Harsh. Harsh.
You laugh. You laugh. You laugh. But you've run from foster homes. But you've run from foster homes. But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. In 6 counties, Mr. Batson. In 6 counties, Mr. Batson. From good people. Good people. Good people. Who want you. Who want you. Who want you. All in pursuit of someone. All in pursuit of someone. All in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. Who arguably does not. Who arguably does not. It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight. And told it to you straight. And told it to you straight.
You sending me back? You sending me back? You sending me back?
No. 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 They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you.
Harsh. Harsh. Harsh.
You laugh. You laugh. You laugh. But you've run from foster homes. But you've run from foster homes. But you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. In 6 counties, Mr. Batson. In 6 counties, Mr. Batson. from good people, good people, good people. Who want you, who want you, who want you. All in pursuit of someone, all in pursuit of someone, all in pursuit of someone who arguably does not, who arguably does not, who arguably does not. It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight, and told it to you straight, and told it to you straight.
You sending me back? You sending me back? You sending me back?
No. They don't want you. No. They don't want you. No. They don't want you.
Harsh. Harsh. Harsh.
You laugh, but you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. You laugh, but you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. You laugh, but you've run from foster homes in 6 counties, Mr. Batson. From good people who want you, all in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. From good people who want you, all in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. From good people who want you, all in pursuit of someone who arguably does not. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight. It's time someone looked you in the eye and told it to you straight.
Don't forget to come back and do this audio again tomorrow and the next day. You want to build habits here, so you don't need to think about it so much when you're speaking in conversation. You can focus on the words and not the expression or pronunciation. Don't forget, this is part of a series all summer long. 13 videos, 13 scenes from movies. Check out each one, learn something new each time. I make new videos on the English language every Tuesday, and I'd love to have you back here again. Please subscribe with notifications and continue your studies right now with this video. And if you loved this video, share it with a friend. That's it, guys, and thanks so much for using Rachel's English.